What's happening, world? I'm your host, the Wizard of Waz, Bengi Wozniak, and tonight we're going to do a blast from the past from 2 years ago. Me doing a comedy show live at the MEG. Patrick was in attendance. What did you think, Patrick?
I thought it was really funny. It was a really good time, and there were some good jokes, good times. Yeah, all around a good experience.
All right, and if you like it, you can also view it on YouTube. Bengi live at the MEG. All right, here we go. Just gonna have to listen to my voice. I was kind of nervous when Sharon asked me to do this. I haven't done stand-up for 20 minutes in a long time, and I haven't done anything in a long time. Just ask my fiance. She can disappoint you like another man maybe. Now, y'all think it's funny, but I don't know when my stuff went from lion to turtle, but it happened. When I was younger, I look at a girl, and before my brain could register, now I look at a girl, he's like, yeah. I'm like, dude, it's a chick. And he's like, yeah. So I've had this problem, and but in my mind, I'm still the audacious lover I was when I was a child. I got that in me, but my fiance pointed this out kind of cruelly by placing a bottle of Viagra on the table with a card that says missing. I've had people offer different things, take zinc, take fish. Someone suggested a pump, but if I have to pump anything, what the hell do I need a woman for? Not to mention the fact, I heard that you have to slice and put something in there for it to pump. I'm mad at him, but I do not want to put a hit on his ass. It's not how it is. And someone said maybe Viagra. Listen, I heard it last 6 hours. I can't even sit through a baseball game that long. If that's the case, maybe she should pregame. She'd use the first 6 innings, and then I'll come in as cleanup. This way, if I disappoint, she has the first 6 innings to have fun. Now, how many of y'all are 40 to 50? There you go. So you grew up in the I'll tan your ass era, alright? When mothers used to say that stuff, I will tan your ass. For the longest time, someone would say, want to go tanning? I wept. I was crying my eyes out. Because I remember back in the day, when my mom was mad at me, she would use anything and everything to beat my ass. One year we got these race tracks. They were the Hot Wheels tracks. I don't know if y'all remember them. That's where George Lucas got that shit for the lightsaber. Woo, woo, woo. Because my mom would beat me with that. I still have wheels on my ass. I am so glad I did not go to prison. And it said hot, because then my ass would have been a lot of When I used to get in trouble, I lived in the neighborhood where everybody knew everything. So I'd be in trouble, and I gotta tell you something. Like, I would hear people saying, you know, snitches get stitches, they never did. When I was a kid, people ran and would tell their parents what I did. They'd get me in so much trouble, I'd come home, I'd be walking home, and in my neighborhood, everybody on their porch, knowing I'm getting killed. I'm like, going home? I'm like, yeah, I'm going home. Yeah, you are. So my ass used to want to sneak in the house, right? Because I figured if I can sneak in the house like a ninja, my mom might not see me get in the bedroom. I can close the door. She'll never know I'm home. I won't get ass kicked, and I deserve it. Because I deserve it. I deserve it. So I got the bathroom window open. I try to sneak in. Sure as hell she ain't in the bathroom. Slams the window. I'm pinned in between the outside and the inside, and she shows my ass. Literally, she walks around the buildings. I'm trapped. Pulls my pants down for the whole neighborhood to see, and beats my ass. My ass was so glowing. People, little kids in neighborhoods miles away were running home thinking streetlights were on. That shit was painful. Fireflies would knock on my bedroom window thinking I was their king to leave gifts. Merchant mariners came one day and told my mom to stop beating my ass because they thought it was a lighthouse and their ships were crashing. Now my dad, he was the opposite. He didn't spank me. My dad would do some sick shit. My dad would wait until like one time I'll explain. I was in my bathroom, and I lived in a little circular room, like house, where you could hear everything. And this is what I hear. Yes. Hi, is Ben home? He's taking a shit. And I hope his little nasty ass washed his hands this time too. I I jump up. Oh, damn. The girl's like, maybe I'll come back. I run out. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? He's like, didn't do the dishes, did you? I'm like, you did that because I didn't do the dishes? He's like, I was going to tell you masturbated to Tom and Jerry, nasty fucker. Didn't make the bed either. Now, growing up, I learned that children, when they get their ass kicked, speak a different language. You all want to know that it's called kidderish. And many of you probably have experienced this. Beat a kid's ass, mostly mothers. Dads, we don't understand that shit. But the kid will come in, the mothers will be like, so you're sorry. You're never going to do it again. You plan to be good. Me, as a father, I never understood that. Go to your room. Just go to your room. But mothers, they understand that shit. That's their thing. Okay. Yeah. Now, my mom, every 7 or 8 months, would get this idea to find Jesus. At least I should find Jesus, because I was the devil in her mind when I wouldn't listen to her. So one Sunday, I'm hungover. Every Sunday I was hungover. So she comes in the room, kicks my bed. Get your punk ass out of bed, get in the shower, get dressed. We're going to church. What? My father's behind me. Yeah, I missed the football game because you're a dumbass. Get dressed, man. So I'm like, oh shit, man, you kidding? No, get up. So I'm thinking we're going to St. Mary's or one of these churches. No. My mother takes us on a 7-hour journey across Massachusetts where I ain't never seen half the shit I saw in my life. We're driving, I see cows. I'm a city boy. I didn't even know we had cows in Massachusetts. And we got the cows that it ain't like the southern cows. We got these gangster-ass cows that when you drive by, they know you're trying to do something, so they're like, yeah, go ahead, do something. And I'm like, oh, damn, we're in the Twilight Zone. They got these little sheep with them that are like gangster. And they make like machine gun sounds at you. Bah, bah. I'm like, what the hell? So we pull in, and there is a tent. I'm like, are you gotta be kidding me? Where? What was this big time? So we get out, and there's all these people lined up to get inside. I'm hungover, I don't want to be there, I'm bitching and moaning. My mother's like, shut up, just do what the preacher says. So I get in there, I'm not paying attention. I really, know stuff's going on the stage, but I'm not really paying attention. So my mom, all of a sudden the preacher says, is there anybody else here who wants to find Jesus? My mom jumps up and says, he does. And I'm like, no, I don't. My father's like, boy, get up there and find Jesus. You're going to find him the hard way. So I'm like, oh, goddamn, man. So I get up there, I walk up, and mind you, I wasn't paying attention to what was going on stage. So I get up there, and the man starts saying all this crazy stuff, looks at me, and then he slaps me in the head. Now, I don't know what color you're supposed to see before you see Jesus, but I saw red. My hands clenched, my eyes narrowed. I was pissed. He wasn't paying attention, he's dancing. The boy's going to be saved, the boy's going to be saved. I guess he realized I didn't fall down Kimmy like these other people, and he looked and went, oh my God, it's the devil! So I went to step for him, and did you know Jesus has security? I'm assuming their job is to throw you to Jesus if the preacher doesn't knock you in the head to him. So they grab me and bring me through the crowd. I hear my mother, who's in church, go, ah, fuck. My father, I'll make football. And they throw me out of the tent. As I'm flying through the air, thinking, this is one way to meet Jesus, and crash to the ground, my father grabs me, throws me in the car. Now, before Disney came out with this song, my mother did. So I get in the car, I'm sitting there, she turns to me, she says, let it go, I can't hold your ass anymore. So here I sit and listen to what I'm gonna say. Your little punk ass wasn't gonna listen to me anyway, and drives my ass home. Where I wanted to be in the first place. Now, I just recently came back from Florida. My daughter was born up here in Nashville, New Hampshire. And if you all had children, women, I give you mad props because I've seen what you all go through. And that shit's scary. My ex-baby's mama wanted to go natural. And it sounded good until reality kicked in pain. Then she didn't want to go through that shit no more. Drugs, give me drugs. What she didn't realize was they take this big ass needle and stick it into your spine. Now, I watched this and I was like, oh my God. But I gotta give this thing credit. Like, as an addict, I want the shit that they got. Because this is what happened. They stabbed her, and then after that, she did this. And when a contraction hit, she went, ah! And fell back down. I'm like, holy shit! And she'd repeatedly go, ah! Boom! It looked like one of those old-fashioned, like, the birds that drink the water. And I was like, oh my God! I was like, I want that shit! She gives birth to the baby. The baby comes out. Now I start thinking in my head, right? I'm like, that was heavy shit. I'm like, all right, Doc, man. I walked up and said, Doc, listen, I gotta ask you something. Is there gonna be any kind of repercussions from this shit with my child? He's like, no. I said, look, I gotta be honest with you. I don't want my baby's first words to be, yo, Dad, you got any Cheetos? I mean, that shit was just rough. But she ended up being a good girl. She grew up to be really intelligent, and she was a smart. I don't know where she gets it from. We're living in Florida. I don't know if you've ever been to Florida. We moved to Florida. And I'm a die-hard Patriots fan. I love the Patriots. So down there, I'm wearing Patriots gear, and I go into this bar. And this elderly old woman comes running up to me and says, how could you wear that? It represents everything that's wrong with America. Cheating, lying, poor moral values. I say, look, lady, my wedding make no off for nobody. That shit ain't happening. Right? But down there, they have animals that we don't have up here. Like, they got, well, now we have sharks. When I was up here before, we didn't have sharks. If we did, no one told us. We had loan sharks. And, like, they break your girlfriend's legs first, and sometimes that was okay. But down there, they got sharks, they got spiders, they got things. Like, it's just really bad down there. Well, one day, my daughter is in the living room. I'm laying in bed, I work 2 jobs, I'm sleeping. She comes running in, Daddy! There's a spider that's gonna kill us all, you gotta get out there! So I'm like, good God. So I go out, and I don't know if you've ever seen a wolf spider. But I'm Yankee, so I ain't never seen one before. They're like that big. I grab a slipper, and I go, pow! I'm Daddy, and I'm poking the spider. And I pull the slipper up, and the spider jumps up, and like, bitch, I don't think so. So I'm like, holy shit! My daughter flees. She grabs her Polly Pocket, climbs up in a second to the top of the freaking refrigerator. So I'm looking like, wow, that was amazing. And she's like, do something! So I did what every man does when he's not around women and no one else is around. I screamed like a little girl and jumped onto the couch. Now, we have a ferret, and I don't know if you ever had a ferret, but my ferret decides it wants to be the hero of the day. I'm a puss. So it comes flying through the room, and then this is where I believe people got breakdancing. Because the ferret is flipping and jumping, and the spider's looking at it, dancing around. And I'm like, do something for God's sakes, right? 10 minutes later, we're still sitting there. The spider's looking at me. I'm looking at the spider. I'm like, I don't know. He's having fun. Pounces on the spider, kills the spider. My daughter comes down, walks by me, he's like, and goes into the room. Now, I know now where I stand with my daughter's life. It's Polly Pocket, anything fluffy, my ex, and I might get a text. Any other thing, I'm pretty much doomed. She is not having that shit. Now, I've always wanted my daughter to be having good role models. Sadly, in life, we don't get what we want. So, my daughter's role models are the Kardashians. Now, I just recently saw Kim Kardashian go speak to Trump, and want to help the world. But see, Kim Kardashian is not a role model. Now, she wants to be a politician all of a sudden. Now, I'm afraid she wants to get into rock and roll. And she wants to, like, take the place of like, some of my favorite rock bands, like Black Sabbath. So I can just see her now coming up with her own little song. I can hear it, and you're like, I am Kardashian. Have they lost their mind? Can't they see that I am fine? I know I'm not tall, but I'm pretty fine for being and small. I heard what's been said. I got famous by giving. I don't think that's fair, but to be honest, I don't care. But Cardassians can make a lot of money on their own product and advertise it online. And what they can do is have the commercials across the United States, and it goes something like this. If you're going to a party and you need ass now, call Kim Kardashian, K77 ass now, K77 ass now. Okay. Now, I don't know if y'all know, I work at Home Depot. And one of the things about Home Depot is people are stupid. I have a big ass apron that says Home Depot employee. They will walk up to me and go, do you work here? Obviously not. Obviously I'm a plant from Lowe's to get the products from Home Depot. But one day, and they're rude to you as hell. I gotta tell you, like, the contractors, they will abuse you, call you names, do whatever they can. So one day, me and another associate are walking to the back. We have to walk to the back, we have to go by these doors. So there was a man who, I swear to God, sumo wrestlers would have been like, oh damn. He's in the aisle. He's like, I need that door up there. I am 5 foot tall, that door up there is not needed. I'm like, nah, I gotta get someone that has a lift license to get that. Why? Because scaling that doesn't seem right, sir. He starts yelling at me, oh, you work here, blah, blah, blah. I'll do it myself. Now this big man, I didn't know he was big, he goes and he gets a ladder. Not a ladder, a little step stool. And climbs the ladder, grabs the door, and the door falls. Boom! Smash! All over the ground. So me being a smart ass, I'm like, how'd that work out for you? The man roars. Roar! And charges. I'm like, oh shit. My friend turns into an African safari guide. So the rhino, she charges, and runs off. I would have done the same damn thing. However, when he's running, it looked like he had a hula hoop in his shirt. His back was spinning. So I'm staring at him, and he runs up, and he does the one thing in life I pray to God he didn't do. He breathes on me. His breath smelled like haggis and chitlins. So I'm standing there, and for some reason, big people want to tell little people what they want to do. I'm going to rip your head off and get down your neck. I'm going to kill you. You're a dead man. The shit's going to happen. And all of a sudden you hear, yeah. And he goes, what did you say, boys? I didn't say a goddamn thing, but he thinks you're a bitch. That didn't go too well. Needless to say, I was the honest. Most of my time at Home Depot is spent in the office. Another occasion, I'm staying there. How many of you have friends that have alternative lifestyles? No? Alternative lifestyles. No matter what, sometimes they say stuff that you cannot help but laugh at. In their voice, they say stuff, and you're not trying to be mean, it's just how they say it. It's funny. Well, I'm staying there one day, and a man with alternative lifestyle comes in. He walks up and he goes, do you deal in wood? I'm like, yes, actually. He's like, I need a big, hard piece of wood. I wanted to stop laughing. He's like, I need it to be about this big. Can you help me? I'm like, yeah, no. Sorry, I'm not that guy. He's like, who can give me a piece of wood this big? And I'm thinking, going on the microphone, like, can I get a bunch of Medallion Associates style 13 for customer inspection? So, needless to say, he wouldn't have got this if he stayed with me. Went to another associate and got that. And I thank the God he did. We're going to take a few minute break, and then we'll get back to it. Okay, so, like I say, I recently came back to Florida, to Massachusetts. When I did, Lynn is totally different than when I left. Like, you can walk down the streets of Lynn and not have to worry about getting shot. beat up maybe, but not shot. Well, Central Square lane has totally changed. When I was there, it was actually the bus stop, you get in, and you catch the buses there. So when I came back, I took a bus, and I got off in almost Central Square, was down to the college, and I walked into Central Square. I walked in, and I was like, things look totally different. I'm like, dude, this is kind of strange. I walked into the Dunkin' Donuts. So I walk in, and it's all Latino. A whole bunch of Latinos. So I'm like, hey, how's it going? What's up? What's up, S.A.? Here for coffee. You want coffee? I'm like, yeah, coffee with cream. Cream? Yeah. Cream or cream? I'm like, there's a difference? I'm like, cream. And he's like, okay, you want sugar? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if I want sugar now. I'm kind of scared. I'm like, what is sugar? And he's like, sugar or sugar? I'm like, oh, goddamn. I'm like, I'm in a drug deal, I didn't even know it. All I wanted was a French vanilla. I'm like, I'm in the wrong spot, buddy. I'm like, I gotta go. So I come out, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, this is lame, right? I didn't get transported to like Havana or something. I'm like, you're not the Twilight Zone shit, right? Because I don't know if you guys have any Latino friends. I have tons of Latino friends. And they hold grudges, like, for years. You think it's a joke, right? But if you do something to a Latino person, they hold that shit forever. Like one day, me and my friend Manny was sitting there, and he looked over at me with this weird look in his face, like, and I'm like, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? He's like, remember the time in 5th grade, this thing? I'm like, oh shit, man. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, remember, you took my junkie. Oh man, we were joking around, man. Were we joking? Was it funny? I'm like, I thought so. I guess it goddamn wasn't. I'm like, I'll go buy you a Twinkie. I was like, if it's gonna cost me my life, here. So I'm watching Donald Trump piss off all these Latino people. And he doesn't know what he's doing because like 30 years from now, they're gonna remember this shit. And he's gonna be sitting in an old folks' home. And some guy's gonna be sitting there going, hey, what's up, S.A.? Remember that wall? And as he's peeing himself because he can't control his bladder, there ain't gonna be no secret damn service, right? Now I can just imagine in the barrio the shit that goes on there. Like they'll be walking up, yo, S.A., you see what that orange gringo said? You're like, no, what? He said we all criminals, man. Did he? Yo, Pablo, you hold it down like this, man, not like this. I'm telling you, man. Hold on. He said that. Yeah. You want to go do something about that? No. I got a better idea. What do you want to do? I want to run for president. Because nowadays, anyone can run for president. The Rock wants to run for president. Kanye West wants to run for president. Everybody and their mama wants Oprah, except Oprah. Now, I can just imagine Kanye sitting there talking to the heads of states on other countries. He'd be like, and you get a Kardashian, and you get a Kardashian, and you get a Kardashian. Shit's just wrong. Because they sleep with anybody. I want you married twins. I'm just saying. You know, go to Hollywood, hook up with Chloe, you never know. I get real drunk, maybe, whatever Bruce turned into. I'm just saying if I was drunk. You never know.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Yeah. But I admire Bruce Jenner. I'll never eat Wheaties again because I just don't know. All of a sudden, the man's eating Wheaties and he wants to be not him again. And they had to be explained to me about this because I couldn't understand for the life of me. So some guy came up to me and said, this is how I'm going to explain it to you. He said, if Kardashians are Jenner, so why should it be what's her name? Yes, him. What's his name now? It's not Bruce anymore, it's
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn. Then why should it be Caitlyn still looks like a man to me, I can't understand why he doesn't want to be a man. Takes another man to make me understand. Make me understand! That shit. I just don't get it. Listen, I've been kicked there, punched there. I can't imagine someone taking a scalpel there. Oh my God, he's a brave man. I give him mad props because I like you, bro. I'm sorry for everything I say about you. Well, that's all I have for tonight. I'd like to thank you all for coming. Growing up, we've all had, the visions of being a hero in our lives. We've watched, Star Wars, Luke Skywalker with the lightsaber, and, Mulan, and all these people, they were heroes. We all wanted to be a hero. We didn't start out not being, to desire to be someone that's a hero. Thing is, we're all heroes because tonight we came and we donated money and time to help people with cancer. And I appreciate you all for coming because this thing, it's a monster that everybody needs to stand up to. It has no mercy. It will take children, elderly, young, and just eats people alive. It needs heroes to stand up to it by donating time, money, and your efforts tonight. And I greatly appreciate it.